Okay, so first of all, work 13 chains. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13. Okay, we're going to skip this first stitch here, first chain, and we're going to DC into there, double crochet, and then we're going to put a slip marker into this first stitch. Okay, now work another 10 double crochets down the chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to work 3 double crochets into this top stitch, top chain. 2, 3. Now you can either sew this in later or you can work it down as follows. So you sort of tuck it behind and work. So you're going to work another 11 double crochets back down the other side of the chain. So 2, 3, 4. Oops, I've not quite called that one right, so let's take that back. So it needs to be under there. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Now I would cut off this extra stem at this point. Okay, so we're going to slip stitch into the stitch mark, stitch for the beginning of row 3. Take your slip marker out, stitch marker, and pop it into that stitch. Now we're going to work a DC in the next stitch, half treble into the next one, 3 trebles in the next 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 2 trebles into the next stitch, 1, 2, a treble and a half treble into the next stitch, 1, half treble, then 2 half trebles in the next 2 stitches, 1, 2, 2 DCs in the next 2 stitches, double crochets, 2, and then you notice we end on the middle of the 3 double crochet increase at the top. So we're going to slip stitch into that, like so, and now chain 3 to make the stem. and ignore the first chain. We're going to slip stitch into 1, 2, back down the chains. Oops. We just reset. 1, 2, and then where the chain starts here, we're going to go back into it and slip stitch. Okay, now we're going back down the other side. So we'll slip stitch into the next stitch, 2 double crochets in the next 2, 2, 2 half trebles into the next stitch, 1, 2, 2 trebles into the next stitch, 1, 2, 2 trebles in the next 2 stitches, 1, 2, 2 half trebles in the next 2 stitches. Should get some yarn. 1, 2, and then 3 DCs in the last 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. Next row, row 4, we're going to slip stitch into that stitch marker stitch. Take your stitch marker out and place it in there. Okay, so now we're going to do 2 slip stitches. 1. Oops, let me just double check I haven't got into the same stitch. You see here, this is your stitch marker stitch waiting on your first stitch, so you ignore that one and it's into the first stitch after it. 1, 2. Then we're going to work 10 double crochets in the next 10 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 slip stitches up to the stem, 2, and then we're going to pull that stem down so that we can slip into that stitch there. So we're going to slip behind it, so we pull it down so we can go. It's a little bit fiddly, but just go with it. And we're going to just slip stitch so the slip stitch is behind it. Okay, and then we're going to work 3 slip stitches in the next 3 stitches. 2, 3. Okay, we're going to do a double crochet in the next one. 1, 2 double crochets in the next stitch, double crochet in the next stitch, and then we're going to work 8 slip stitches back down to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, back down to here. If you end up with an extra stitch there, or you don't, it doesn't really matter, so just go for it. Chain 1, and then slip stitch into that stitch marker stitch, pull your loop, just give me scissors, cut, pop it through, fasten off, take your stitch marker out, and you have a leaf. If you want, this is a 3mm hook, a D. You could use a E hook or a 4mm, and use 2 strands of double knitting yarn, or 2 strands of Aran yarn, which is worsted weight in America. If you wanted to make it slightly bigger, your stitches would be the same, but it would just be a bigger leaf. Okay, thank you.